Hello students, in our previous video we have discussed about the working of human eye, blind spot, persistence of vision and power of accommodation, and today we are going to discuss about the defects of vision and their correction. So sometimes the eye may gradually lose its power of accommodation, and in such condition the person cannot see the object clearly and comfortably. So he or she feels strain in the eyes and the vision become blurred due to the defects of the eye. So people often suffer from a defective vision due to nutritional deficiency, wrong reading habits, genetic factors, age, etc. And some defect of vision are discussed below. The first one is short-sightedness or myopia, and it is also known as short-sightedness. It is also known as near sightedness. So some people can see only near object clearly, but they cannot see distant object clearly. This defect is called short-sightedness or myopia. And in such a defective eye, the image of the distant object is formed in front of the retina. It is formed in front of the retina but not on the retina itself. So, to it can be corrected by wearing spectacles with concave lens. We know that concave lens is a diverging lens of appropriate focal length, and concave lens of appropriate power or appropriate focal length can bring the image of the object back to the retina itself. You can see it here that this is the defect of the vision eye. Image is formed in this is retina and image is formed at that place. So the vision is not clear. The vision is not clear. A person with myopia or nearsightedness can see nearby object, but he cannot see the distant or far object clearly. So in an myopic eye, this is an myopic eye, a eye that is suffering from myopic eye. The image of a distant object is formed in front of the retina and not at the retina itself. So to correct a myopic eye, we can the person has to use spectacle with a concave lens. This is a concave lens, which is known as a diverging lens. So what will happen when a person use a concave lens? Then concave lens of appropriate focal length or appropriate power, it can bring the image of the object back to the retina. You can see here that it can bring the image back on the retina itself and the person can see the far object clearly. This is the myopia, which is also known as nearsightedness or short-sightedness. The next is hypermetropia, long-sightedness, and it is also known as the far-sightedness. Also known as far-sightedness. So some people can see only distant object clearly but cannot see nearby object clearly, and this defect of vision is called long-sightedness or hypermetropia, and it is also known as far-sightedness. So in this case the image is formed behind the retina. This case is different. In this case you can see image is formed behind the retina. This is retina and image is formed here. So this defect can be corrected by wearing spectacles with convex lens. This is convex lens. Image is formed by convex lens, and eyeglasses with converging lenses. We know that convex lens is known as a converging lens. It supply the additional focusing power required for forming the image on the retina, and the person can see the object clearly. Person can see the nearby object clearly. Myopia and hypermetropia. The next is cataract. It is a leading cause of blindness among the adult of 45 years of age. You have generally seen this problem in your grandparents also, and it is very commonly seen. That is known as cataract, and commonly it is known as motia. It is found among the adults of 45 years of age and older. In this, the eye lens become cloudy or hazy. You can see here that this is an eye lens. It will become cloudy or hazy, and because of this cloudiness, the lens become opaque. Light rays do not pass easily through the lens to focus on the retina. As a result, things look foggy or cloudy. There is a blur image of the object, and people with cloudy eye lens are said to have cataract. They are generally known as cataract, and cataract can be treated by surgically or through a laser by replacing the eye lens with a new artificial lens. So now let's discuss about visually challenged people and the Braille system. People, now what are visually challenged people? First of all, people whose vision is extremely weak or are blind, they are said to be visually challenged people. They cannot see because their retina, optic nerve and cornea may fail to function properly. So they can't be there. Retina, optic nerve and cornea, they may fail to function properly. So such type of visually challenged for a visually challenged person, if in case of curable blindness, either the cornea or the eye lens become opaque due to some diseases or defect. If the crystalline lens become opaque, it is removed surgically and replaced by an artificial lens. And if the cornea become opaque, it is removed surgically, and in its place a healthy donated cornea from the eye of a donor is grafted. And for them, generally special types of aids are required. First one is non-optical aid, like visual aids that provide the required size of word, appropriate light intensity, etc. Help a person with poor eyesight to see. And optical aids like lenses and magnifiers, magnifying glasses or lenses are used to correct their vision. And for now, let's discuss about an important non-optical aid, the Braille system. Braille system is used by a blind person to read it based on the sense of touch. It is generally based on the, it is important, it is generally based on the sense of touch. Based on sense of touch. And it was developed by Louis Braille in 1821. Louis Braille was himself a visually challenged, and in Braille the text is printed on a thick sheet of paper in a form of raised dot, which represent letters, numbers, punctuation marks, etc. And the symbol consists of up to 6 dots, 2 horizontal dots and 3 vertical dots in a, you can see here, this is was Louis Braille, who developed Braille system or Braille script, and this is the Braille script, in which in Braille script the text is printed on a thick sheet of paper in a form of raised dot. These dots are raised, which represent letters, number, punctuation mark, etc. And the symbol consists of up to 6 dot, 2 horizontal and 3 verticals. You can see here that 2 horizontal and 3 vertical. And in that array, one or more dots are embossed so that they are projected slightly above the surface of the thick paper. And such a rectangular array of raised dot is called Braille cell. Braille cell. A visually challenged person can recognize these raised dots as letter with the touch of their fingers. And blind people use a white cane with a red tip to improve mobility and to detect obstacles on the way while walking. Now let's discuss about some famous visually challenged person. The one of them is Helen Keller. She was an American author, political activist, and lecturer, and she was the first deaf blind person to earn a Bachelor of Arts degree. She was prolific author and was outspoken in her anti-war convictions. A member of Socialist Party of America and the Industrial Workers of the World, and she campaigned for women's suffrage, labor rights, socialism, and other causes. She was inducted into the Alabama Women's Hall of Fame in 1971, and she became a world famous speaker and author. The next one is Steve Wonder, an American singer. Has a blind from He was blind from infancy, means by birth he was blind, and he continues to perform. He continues to perform even till date. He has recorded more than 30 US top 10 hits and received 22 Grammy Awards, the most ever awarded to a male solo artist. And the next one is Ravinder Jain, an Indian music composer, was blind from birth. Ravinder Jain was born blind to well-known Sanskrit scholar and Ayurvedacharya Pandit Indramani Jain and Kiran Jain. He composed music for many movies and television serial, and he won the Filmfare Best Music Director Award in 1955. Students, you know that eyes are window to the outside world, so it is essential to take care of them. So you can take care of your eyes in the following ways. Wash your eyes frequently with clean water and do not read in very dim or very bright light. Do not rub your eyes with dirty hands and dirty clothes, as germs can enter your eyes and cause infection. And do not read in a moving vehicle, because it also creates strain on our eyes. And if you feel a strain in your eye, visit a doctor and get your eye checkup. Vitamin A is good for eyes, so you have to include vitamin A in your daily diet. Food like carrot, spinach, cod liver oil, papaya, mango, they are rich in vitamin A, and for a better vision and healthy eye, try to include these foods in your daily diet. So, students, I think it is necessary to know that you can donate your eyes. Eyes can be donated by any person as an invaluable gift to visually challenged or blind people who are suffering from corneal blindness. Corneal blindness can be cured, but if a person is by birth blind, we can't cure it. If there is a defect in cornea, the cornea can be replaced, and eye donor can belong to any age group, social status, or sex. Means he may be male or female. Even the person who wears spectacle can donate their eyes. So, people suffering from diabetes, hypertension, asthma can also donate their eyes. But people suffering from AIDS, hepatitis B or C, rabies, leukemia, tetanus, cholera cannot donate their eyes. And the donor's eyes are removed within 4 to 6 hours after his or her death at any place, home, or hospital. And a person who wants to donate the eye has to pledge to donate eyes during his or her lifetime to any registered eye bank. So he or she should also inform his or her relative about his pledge, so that they can take necessary action after his or her death. And the cornea is removed cornea is removed after death of a person, and cornea is used for the donation, so that the other person can see, who is suffering from the corneal disorder can see this beautiful word again. So there are some assignment question for you. Watch the video and find the answer of this question. Thank you.